Hello, this is Kate, the Daily Tarot Girl, and welcome to your weekly tarot card reading. So for this week's reading, I am using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, and I'm going to draw 3 cards. Each card is going to represent a portion of the upcoming week, and my intention, as always, is just to get a general overview of some of the themes, opportunities, and energies in the week ahead. All right, so before I dive in, I just want to let you know that I am teaching a live workshop this Sunday, and it's called Plan Your Year with Tarot. It's a yearly planning workshop. We're going to be using tarot cards. I'm going to be walking you through my favorite process for planning out your year ahead and setting intentions. It's a lot of fun. I run this workshop every year, and it happens this Sunday, January 4th at 11 a.m. I'm going to put the sign up link below this video so you can check it out. You will get a replay and a really fun workbook full of planning worksheets. So I hope you can join me. Okay, so the card for the beginning of the week is the Six of Wands. Let's just zoom in a little here. So Six of Wands for Monday, Tuesday-ish. And I feel like there is this performing energy with the Six of Wands, because it looks like the woman on the card is standing on a stage and she's like just finished a performance and everyone's clapping for her and she's saying, "Yay, thank you." So that's kind of the energy I'm getting with this card. So what I feel it means for us for the beginning of the week is that the beginning of the week may feel like you're more aligned with that successful side of yourself, the side of yourself that is tapped into what you want and you know what steps to take. So it's that energy of success. More than anything, though, this card is about seeing yourself as successful and getting comfortable visualizing and imagining yourself doing something successfully. So whatever it is that you're trying to do right now, if there's something you're wanting to create or manifest, or something you want to get good at, the Six of Wands is saying you first need to, and it sounds so cliche, but you first need to believe in yourself. You need to believe that you can do it. And part of that involves like imagining yourself doing it and visualizing yourself. And if you can hold that vision in your head, that becomes like a very powerful visual symbol for you. The other thing I get with the Six of Wands, there's something here about something that you want to offer to your community or to an audience perhaps, or it could just be the people in your life, but there's something that you want to share and offer. The woman on the stage, she's not just performing for applause. There's something she genuinely wants to gift her audience, something that she wants to share. There's a lot of like self-expression involved in performing something. If you're getting up and you're singing or you're giving a speech or something. So Six of Wands is asking you, what is it that you want to share with others? If you could have an audience that was just wrapped with attention at what you were doing, at what you were offering, what is it that you would want to offer? Like what do you have to offer? What do you want to share and offer to others? And that's an interesting question to ponder at the beginning of your week. If you have anything planned this week, like maybe you're giving a presentation or you're performing or something like that, Six of Wands is a really nice card to get, and it really is encouraging you and assuring you that you'll succeed in what you set out to do this week. And then as we get into the middle of the week, so kind of Wednesday, Thursday-ish, we have the Five of Cups. So a bit of a different energy, a little bit of a shift. Five of Cups can be a card of disappointment and kind of being down in the dumps, maybe feeling sorry for yourself and kind of dwelling on something that is really, kind of pissing you off or not working out, or something that's, disappointing to you in some way. And the Five of Cups is saying, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay to do that, but just don't get stuck there. Indulge in that for a little bit, but not too long. So remember, and I'm going to point out something on this card. There's this bowl full of beautiful colored lights in the background. I'm going to bring this closer so you can see it. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit better. It's too close now. So behind her, there's this beautiful big bowl of colored lights, and all the other bowls are colorless and empty, and they're spilling out. But she's fixated on the bowls that are kind of spilling out and empty, and the other bowl is behind her, and maybe she doesn't see it, but she's not giving it her attention. And this is just something I think to look out for this week. We sometimes tend to give all of our attention to what's not working and what is upsetting or disappointing or a problem. And we don't always put our attention on the things that are working. But sometimes the solution to fixing the things that aren't working lies in the things in your life that are working. So look at the areas of your life that are going really well, and the things that you really appreciate, and how are those areas, the areas that are working, the things that are working, why are they working as well as they are? What's going on there? And is there anything that you can learn from that you can then apply to the areas that aren't going well? Let's look at the next card. The card for the end of the week, for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, is the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so I think it's interesting that the two cards on the end, the 6 of Wands here and 10 of Pentacles, I think of these cards as being like community cards. It's about how you fit in to the greater social structure, your community. And your community could be, it could be, you could think of this as family. You could think of this as, the town you live in, or a specific community, like for a particular hobby or something like that you have. There's different ways of thinking of community. But both of these cards are about you engaging and interacting with others in a pretty successful way. These are both positive cards. So 10 of Pentacles, I also associate 10 of Pentacles with business and the marketplace. And just like with 6 of Wands, I said, what is it that you want to share and offer to others? 10 of Pentacles, in some ways, also asks that question, but it's more kind of like business related. It's like, what do you want to share and offer in more of a business type sense? So for some of you watching, that might resonate. If you are starting your own business this year, or you have your own business, 10 of Pentacles is saying, get clear on how do you want to show up in that business? And you don't have to have your own business. You could also have, a job, but like, how do you want to show up in that job or in that business? And what kind of a legacy do you want to leave behind? 10 of Pentacles is a card of legacy, and we see the different generations on this card. We see older people, children. So what kind of a legacy do you want to leave with the work that you're doing and the work that you're creating and the way that you're showing up? I feel like there's something else I want to say about 10 of Pentacles. There's a real playful quality with this particular card. And it feels kind of fun. But I just feel like there's something else that I want to touch on with the 10 of Pentacles before I move on. 10 of Pentacles is a card of abundance. The 10s in the tarot represent the culmination of the energy of their suit. So, a card like 10 of Swords, that's kind of what happens when that mental energy gets to a fever pitch. 10 of Cups, that loving, emotional energy, what happens when it, reaches that higher state of bliss. 10 of Wands is kind of a stressful card, right? It's like that passionate, high Wands energy, but there's too much of it and now it's stressful. Whereas Pentacles can represent money, it can represent finances, physical goods. It can also represent health and your relationship to your body. And seeing the 10 of Pentacles, it shows that in abundance on the weekend. So you might feel a sense of real well-being. You might feel like you have more than enough or more than you need. In any case, I do get this feeling with the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Both of these to me are cards of like sharing and like, what is it that you want to share with others this week? How do you want to show up? What parts of yourself do you want to share? What do you want to gift others? How do you want to help others? How do you want to interact with your community in general? And then the 5 of Cups is like right smack dab in the middle. And it's kind of saying, look out for this. Just make sure you don't fall into this pit of despair and kind of dwelling on the things that aren't working and forgetting about all the things that are working. It's kind of getting sucked into a hole of pessimism. So yeah, that's the reading for the week. So I hope that this resonates with you. I hope it made sense. I hope you find it helpful. Thank you so much for watching. And again, my name is Kate. I'm the Daily Tarot Girl. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. You might want to subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, let me know how this reading resonated with you. And I hope you have a beautiful week.